There's another independent animation. He did like a feature length animation. It took him like he said he spent all his life savings, and it took him 2 years to do it.
Yeah, I respect that already.
Yeah, where is it at? I think it's called. Is it My Side of the Story? No, that was the AI thing. Dang, I just saw it. ENA Dream Barbecue. ENA The Death of
Really?
Blender.
I didn't see nothing like that. Was it?
No, this was something I had found on Twitter. I think this is it right here. It's called Twin Hinahima.
No, that's the AI thing, bro.
Is it
Yeah.
the twins thing? Yeah, you said you're right. It's 95% original anime.
That lazy mother.
I never sent you that. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you're right. That was something else. What is AI? What AI? The Death of Blender. My Side of the Story. What the hell is it? Must be further up. The Elder Scrolls Fatal Fury. Shooting the Breeze clips. Ascension. Is it Ascension After?
Dude, unless you're talking about like the Flow dude, like the dude that made Flow, I don't think you're talking about him.
It might be Ascension After. No, that's the
that's the
Christian
Jesus
one.
thing.
Yeah, that's the one we just saw. Yeah. Damn, where is it? I have to go to my Twitter. It was on my Twitter.
Yeah, nah.
But you figure it'd be in my history though, because you don't had them all up in the. Let me see if can I go forward? No, I can't. Dang, where the hell is it, man?
Well, thank you, folks. All our glitches is brought to you by G Flux, the grand G Flux.
Yeah, I got to find a better method on how to share these things because I got so much to share. Usually, I just have a bunch of tabs, but it takes up so much resources on my computer while I'm trying to stream that it's causing more problems. Because I do want to talk about the Love, Death, and Robots, but I wanted to talk about that independent animation first. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to. I'm definitely gonna go to my Twitter real quick because I saved it on my Twitter. I knew I wanted to talk about it, and I think I bookmarked it. Let's see if I go to my profile. All right. Okay. Nope. Excalibur, Sinners. Yo, Mike, did you see Sinners?
I didn't go watch it.
Oh man.
Well, first of all, I don't generally. I'm so busy with my own stuff that I barely have time. I legitimately barely have time for anything. The only reason that I'm here is because again, I don't work on the Sabbath, and this is the Sabbath, so like I don't have anything else to do right now.
I hear you.
All right, so since Brian's having a glitch,
yeah, go ahead. Yeah, his Wi-Fi is damn.
Hey, has anybody seen how bad that new Predator trailer is?
Dang, that was the other thing I wanted to talk about. That was the trailer. I forgot about that. Yeah, but go ahead.
Should I give her like a little sword or no? You think that stuff extra polygons? So
Let me make you solo layout so I can see what you're talking about. You said what now?
Should I give her like a little sword? Should I give her like a little blade ray if I pull it out? Yeah.
I mean, she's a jester. Why would she have a sword for?
It's kind of supposed to be like a ninja jester. That's kind of what the design was. A little bit of a ninja and a jester combined together.
I just see jester. I don't see the ninja part.
Oh, never mind that.
That's just me, but maybe someone else sees something different.
Hey, blow me up! I'm about to disappear.
Maybe throw a mask on her or something like that to denote the ninja.
And maybe some more ninja iconography.
I think the design is good.
Yeah.
But just that it's a ninja, I don't get that from it.
Oh, okay.
Only thing that says kind of ninja is the supply pack on the leg. Other than that, nothing else does. But,
I mean, honestly, a mask that it would do wonders.
Yeah, something kind of to know.
Just a mask over like the mouth area. Yeah.
Oh, I know. I remember where it is. It's he has a Kickstarter. I think I was gonna look at the Kickstarter. Look at my history real quick.
All right. Hey, blow me up, Brian. That's it. That's all I got.
All right. So what's the story with this?
There's no story. I was bored at work today, and I decided to draw it.
Man, it looks good, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it.
I'm supposed to give me some of that stew over there smacking. And it better have hot sauce. A good time. Texas Pete.
I'm sitting up here, I'm tearing this damn meatball stew up. I mean, again, I like it. I don't know. For me, whenever I look at a piece of artwork now, like I'm like, that's great. How are we? What are we doing with this? But maybe that's because I'm all fucking grizzled from this damn bullshit that I've been having to deal with for all of these years, where it's like you got to use your artwork to make money, and there's no other way to make it. So
I'll come up with something eventually, but there's no story behind this. I just saw a movie today. I saw Watch Evil Dead again and like The Mask. Started working from there.
I respect it. That, you know, I've been reading this book. Well, I mean, I've actually read it a couple times now. It's called The War of Art by Steven Pressfield. Yo, that is a good book to read. Let me tell you, all of you guys here are artists, so you will understand that book, you know, because it's like it's basically talking about the kind of shit that you're doing here now. You know, you should do the artwork for the artwork's sake, right? I respect that. However, you know,
it's not good enough to make money, bro. That's the first problem.
Yeah, but yeah, that I mean, it is good enough to make money. I've seen worse work make money, but that's the thing. It's like, I think that's kind of what I was talking about earlier with the dude. He's got 5 million views. His artwork is not as good as a lot of other work that I've seen. This is not a disrespect to him, but it's just true. But it doesn't matter. It matters, like there's
yeah, I don't know. He's still pretty decent, bro.
Yeah, it's like two different skill sets. Like,
yeah,
it's like one is like you're like a brilliant artist. You're really good, right? But then like you really have to embrace marketing and skill. That this book doesn't go into marketing and skills. It mainly goes into like, hey, you know, like, do your work for your work's sake. You're not entitled to let me see, because he quotes from the Bhagavad Gita. I believe that's what it's called, but it's like an Indian text. It's an Indian ancient Indian text, but you know, like, you're entitled to your labor, but you're not entitled to the fruits of your labor. Like, when you really think about that, it's profound, right? But
no, it's not. It's not.
I think it is.
Really.
I think it is because I think, and the reason why I think it is because it's like.
Well, explain it to me. Maybe I don't understand. Like, when you're not entitled.
Well, because here's the thing. You're entitled to your labor, meaning all the joy that comes with creating the artwork. And this is me. This is not him saying this. This is my interpretation.
Okay, I got you.
All of the joy that comes to you from you know that spark that you get whenever you're doing artwork, and it's almost like being high and like creating like artwork. That you're entitled to that. Nobody can take that from you. However, the fruits of it you're not entitled to, meaning whether people like it or not, and you're able to make money off of it or not.
I see what you're saying.
Is a different beast altogether. Now, if you want to do that, you're not talking about art. You're talking about having to deal with carnality. You know what I'm trying to say, and trying to. There's no other way to put it, but trying to manipulate other people to like your art. Because
you're right. You're right. Uncle Dave says it all the time. He was like, you know, it's part of marketing. It's like, you may think you have created the greatest thing in the world, and in your mind it is, but you know, that doesn't mean that, you know, 10,000 other people think it's that great and want to buy it.
Yeah.
And part of marketing,
even if it's good.
Yeah, even if it's good, yeah, or you think it's good, yeah. So yeah.
No, it's not even if you think it's good. Like there's a bar.
I mean, you have to be good to other people. It doesn't matter what you think. Is it good to other people?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. There's
I mean, it's hard to even get your work to that quality.
Would anybody argue? Would anybody? Hold on, just let me finish this. Would anybody argue that like? And I always look at this example because it's like one of the best examples of anime in my opinion, like Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust. Would anybody argue that that's not a beautiful film?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Like, right. So there's a standard where it's like, yo, this shit just looks good. But you still gotta fucking go out there and sell the goddamn shit. You know what I mean? And I've seen, like I said, I've seen people whose work looks better than that dude that got $5 million views, 5 million views, but it doesn't matter.
I mean, but it looks really good from other people. It is like from other artists. You need to think of it from the common man's point of view. You're gonna mainly have common people looking at your stuff. Right? Common people, that might look good, right? From another artist, you're like, oh, that's not artistic. He doesn't do all this artistic, blah blah blah. What does the common man think? Common man thinks that's good enough.
Well, but you're kind of proving my point, though.
That doesn't always work because the art you're making or I'm making good enough to the common person.
Well, that's kind of the
point that I'm making now, and then at the point that I was making earlier. You know, when Brian brought up the
my
point
heart is not impressed with common people, bro.
You know, like, and again, I'm gonna go back to what I said earlier about professionalism. Does it look good enough to pass? Yeah, it does. It looks good enough, and it looks fine. Most people will be fine with it, but is it on the level of Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust? Absolutely not. Technically, absolutely not. I don't care what anyone says. Absolutely not. It's not. However, is it good enough for the average person? Yeah. Do they like it? Yeah. Are they paying for it? Yes. So, you know.
Yeah. I agree. I ultimately agree. You know, there's a difference. I mean, like you said, you got to put on a different hat. You got to put on a different hat when it's time to actually sell what it is that you have a passion for. So yeah, I totally agree. All right, this next one is called The World's Divide, and this is the guy who I said took his life savings and spent 2 years working on like a feature-length animation.
2 years, god damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By a single filmmaker.
I don't even know how much of a boast that is anymore, but whatever. Or how much of a
I'd say that's I think it's still a boast. I mean, that's a lot of freaking work. 2 hours.
Okay, so all right, so
by yourself, that's a lot.
Let me explain where I'm coming from. As somebody who, as you know, like I generally just do all my stuff by myself. But as somebody like that, I know I've moved away from believing that it's a boast or whatever to be able to say that I did something by myself. I think it's more noble is not the word, but I feel like I'm struggling. I'm grasping at straws for the word. It's more tangential. Like it makes if you're not including other people on it, you're not giving other people a chance for their voice to not necessarily be heard, but their talents to be displayed in what you're doing. And I know at first glimpse it's like, well, who cares? But like when you think about it, it's like these like creative works that we do, these creative endeavors, they are like team efforts. You know what I mean? And so
that's not always true.
As I've matured, you know, like I prefer that, you know, like, hey man, have I given other people a chance to like exercise their talents in this thing to make it better? Because one man's vision is great, but I almost feel like now it shouldn't go past your vision. It should go your vision and then whatever your particular tool kit is in your skill set, and then man, hire and try to get other professionals to get involved with it, man, to make it better. That's just my position.
I mean, I agree. I think that you know, it doesn't say he didn't work with anybody. He just said that he wrote, directed, and animated it. But I mean, it might have been
yeah.
There was some other people. Look, go back on the credits. There was 3 other people.
Yeah, so
there's 3 other people in that credits.
Yeah, and then you know he probably didn't have the budget to.
Yeah, that's the other thing. If you don't have the budget, you don't have the budget.
Yeah, so you know,
which is my story most of the time.
Yeah, because you got technical director Caleb Histed, character modeler Scott Ormsby, written, directed, and animated by Denver Jackson. So, there's some other people involved.
Yeah.
Look, kudos to him, man. Kudos to you, Mike. You know, for getting the job done. He has 76,000 views, 9.82 thousand subscribers. I looked on his Twitter. I think he was preparing for like a theater run, sort of like what you're doing.
Yeah, all praises, man.
Yeah. So yeah,
good job, dude.
And it looks interesting. Like it looks interesting. I'm not a big fan of the 3D stuff.
I will say that I wasn't as interested as I would have liked to have been, because again, the trailer, I wasn't. And now that I see that, I think about like what a lot of these distributors talk about. Is your trailer clear? You know,
you're saying, yeah.
I just, again, kudos for getting it done. I'm glad that he got it done. Good for him. I respect him on every level. I don't know what to make of the trailer. You didn't let me know not exactly what's going on, but I didn't get a clear vision of what you're trying to tell me.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. A lot of times the trailers itself should have some kind of narrative to kind of give people a peep as to what they're going to expect, especially if it's a new property. But I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Don't tell me the whole story, because I'm against that. But like, do let me know. Like, hey man, this is the plot should kind of be outlined, and then you should have like trailer moments.
Yeah.
And outside of that, but like, and it shouldn't last that long. Like I my trailer was like a minute and like 20 seconds or something, and I felt like that was too long. A minute and 20 seconds.
Usually want to keep it at about a minute, but I was like, man, I don't know, man, this is too long, man. It's like, this is getting too long. But I did have to, like you said, it's like a narrative, so you do kind of have to tell enough of the story. But I don't know, a minute is kind of like where I would like to shoot. But a lot of Hollywood studios consider a teaser a minute, though, right? Yeah, sometimes they be having like 3-4 minute long trailers revealing everything that happens in the movie.
Yeah, come on, bro. 3 or 4 minutes, bro. Like, it's too much, dude. It's too much. But, it's Hollywood. So, they have the money. They have the resources.
Lucid O Studio.